I made quite the oversight yesterday when I didn't show the games that came with my ColecoVision, so today I'm going to remedy that. Now the first thing that I found, because I did actually go through the games, just didn't film it, well most of them, is it came with this sort of brochure. CBS Electronics presents ColecoVision Atom. Well, it's for the ColecoVision here. The expansion modules. And expansion module 3, the thing that gives you a whole computer. So if you want to read that, you can pause it. Hopefully I'm holding it steady enough. Anyway, there's plenty of information, some photos, marketing, all that. So that's interesting. Anyway, I'll just get this stuff out of the way. Oh, that remote. There's a funny thing about the remote. I've actually got a whole video that I haven't released yet about it. A tiny video, but anyway, now that the table is clear, let's begin. Now we start here. First thing is Qbert. Now I think, as I admitted, I don't really know much about gaming. I'm sort of just getting into it. So I've just bought 2 whole systems and games and everything. Well, when has not knowing about something ever stopped me before? But here we are. Qbert. I think this seems familiar, so I've seen it somewhere. And it has a cartridge in it. A ColecoVision cartridge. There you go. And probably and it has a manual in it as well. Anyway, if I spend time getting every single thing out, I'll be here till Christmas. So I'll try not to take too long. The next one, Donkey Kong Jr. for the ColecoVision only. So there we go. It's got its cartridge in there and instructions. Next we have Miner 2049er, starring Bounty Bob. ColecoVision and Atom. Do you wonder what that means? By microphone. Anyway, there you go, and that one has the cartridge and instructions. Yep. So that's good. Again, I went through a lot of these. I've got Pitfall. That sounds fun. I don't know why it seems familiar. It sort of does. It could just be. I like the design. I think it looks really good. So there you go. There's that, and it has the cartridge. There's a problem with this one though. It's I doubt it should sound like that, and there's no there's no contacts, so it's come loose and gotten inside. So hopefully it's not irreparably broken. But I will have to open this up and fix it somehow. And I think there are screws under the label. So I have to either peel that or pierce it. It'd be a shame because I really like the design of this one. But on the other hand, it's much better to play the game than just have a broken cartridge that looks nice, eh? And yeah, it has instructions. So that one seems fun, I presume. I don't know. But it just sounds a bit familiar to me. And I really like the design. Next, we've got Space Invaders. And this is Atari. And let's have a look. Yeah, it has got the cartridge, of course. There you go, and there'll be instructions in there. I don't think any of them have their little slips. I don't know if they the things for the controllers. I don't know if any of these did have them either. They don't seem to say, but I don't know. Actually, Atari wouldn't, would it? I don't think the Atari doesn't have the number buttons. This one's really hard to get in. I'll just put it off to the side. It's going to be one of those. So we got Turbo. Someone lost everything else for this, but it's here, the cartridge. So I've got that, but not in its box, and not with the instructions. I've got Combat. It says it's got 27 video games. I'm guessing that's a bit of an exaggeration. It's also Atari. And yep, there's the cartridge. I did notice something about the Atari ones. they seem to retract or something. Or maybe it opens. Actually, no, I think it has a shutter or something, which requires the to be plugged in to expose the contacts, which I think is very neat. And there you go, and you got 5 games, which I'm guessing they're sort of exaggerating by claiming each level as a game or something. Well, I suppose it's early on. The terms haven't been fully established yet or something. I don't know. Again, I'll admit, I don't know too much. This one is mostly in its cellophane, although it has been opened. We've got blackjack and poker for the ColecoVision. And here's a cartridge in there. And then the next one, we've got Mr. Do. And it's for the ColecoVision. 102 players. Again, I don't really know what I'm looking at, except for the really famous, popular ones, because again, this is really my introduction to gaming in general. But yeah, it's got its cartridge, and that's probably high enough. Got Frogger. There's actually 2 Frogger ones. There's an Atari and there's the ColecoVision one, which is what this one is. So yep, cartridges in there. We've got Frenzy. Cartridge, and yep, there's instructions in there. I'll try to pull all of them out and be tedious. We've got Ms. Pac-Man. There you go. The Queen of Video Games. So there we go. Got a Pac-Man game. It's Atari, is it? Yep. And it is in there. And next we've got Donkey Kong. Here you go. And if you ever wanted to see Mario drawn as a realistic human, there you go. Not cartoonish at all. Yep, because it is them. It even mentions it, and it's Mario's girlfriend as well. So there you go. If you wanted to see him drawn realistically. And it is in there. And is it one of the... Oh, it's a Coleco. Oh, of course it is. It's got a picture of the Coleco controller. Now on to the next side of the box. Pepper 2. And yes, we've got a cartridge. These are quite nice cases. There you go, instructions and cartridge. Let's have a look. Next we've got Cosmic Avenger for Coleco. We've got instructions, I think that, yeah, they're down there, and the cartridge is there. We've got boxing for Atari. Let's have a look. Some of the Atari ones I think are a bit cheaper than others. See, this one doesn't bother with the shutter mechanism. It has it exposed. So that's interesting. There we go. We've got Carnival for Coleco. An old-fashioned shooting gallery. That sounds like it might be quite fun. There you go, cartridge in there. Presumably instructions are in there too. Is this getting tedious yet? We've got Missile Command. Oh, it's also for Atari. It's quite interesting, we've got a mix. Well, I suppose because they've got the adapter you can, or the, what do they call it? what's it? Module. Got Zaxxon. Looks like some sort of space thing. Based on an arcade game. And there you go, cartridge and instructions. Oh, we got Dodgem. It's 3 games. I think it's just 1. But there you go, that seems quite interesting. I love that they've got this beautiful watercolor illustration for the cover. Really, how many games or how many just products are going to have watercolor illustrations for their promotional? Because now you have digital renderings or a lot of photos. But how many are going to give you these beautiful watercolor artworks? It's pretty cool. Yeah, trust me to get excited by a watercolor. Oh, you can see. Oh, no, it doesn't show you what the game looks like. In the instructions, actually, let's see. But I love how they give you this beautiful, the beautiful picture, and then if you look in the instructions, which also shows you the picture, if you look in the instructions, you can see what the game actually looks like. Yeah, you do need that drawing at the front. Yeah, that painting at the front to show you what's going on, because you're not going to get it from this. But nah, it's fine. Anyway, I'll just put that to the side because I can't be bothered putting that in right now. So next we've got Space Fury, the official Space Fury. So does that mean it's also off something? I don't know. Again, how many times am I going to mention my ignorance? I should probably just shut up. But there you go, you've got Space Fury, cartridge instructions, got Ladybug, and guess what? It probably has cartridge and instructions in there, yep. Atari Phoenix, that sounds cool. Desert Crawler, the Phoenix, mission is bizarre yet vital. Oh, you're shooting at birds. Okay. Space birds. And surprise, surprise, there's a cartridge in there. Oh, and it's Rob's. I wonder if maybe this was someone else, because they're not all written with Rob, so maybe it was maybe Rob had an Atari, or and then this person got his collection or something. I don't know at all. I have no idea about the history of this thing. We've got Demon Attack. Does it say which thing it's for? It's an international edition. It's not going to focus, is it? So actually, let's have a look. Is it for the Atari? Is it for Coleco? Is it not for any of them? That would be quite funny. Oh, it's Rob, so it's for the Atari. Yeah, for Atari, for use with Atari. Why didn't they just say that in the box? Or was it on the end and it's been ripped off or something? It's quite inconvenient. But there you go. Oh, we're almost done. Got Pit Stop. I looked at this one. This one seems quite interesting. Where it's a race game, but a lot of it you have to is sort of controlling the people in the pits. So that's pretty cool. It was a nicer box than the rest. See a big instruction manual. Well, a very thin one, but big. And there you go for Coleco. And then the last one is another Frogger for Atari and Sears. Sears had one too, interesting. But there you go, and it was Rob's. But that's it, that's all the games. Oh, that's handy. I didn't even notice this. It was just at the bottom of the box underneath everything. I have a switcher now. I needed one for the TV, except something's happened to the. Oh, I wonder what happened. Did someone yank it off? Maybe they had one of the. They must have had a TV where you just screwed it on to the back, without the coaxial socket. It was just the twin lead. But there you go. That's neat. Oh yeah, that's the rest is just random cables and scraps of paper that don't look very important at all. So there you go. I don't know if any are particularly good or anything, because I don't know anything about this stuff. So yeah, tell me if they're all just nothing, or if I got some great ones. Or don't. You don't have to. You just laugh at my ignorance. That's fair enough. But hopefully I get to play them eventually once I sort out powering the ColecoVision. But that's it for now.